This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kashif. I'm from India, Mumbai actually, but my native place is Bihar, and I have expertise on SCCM, Intune, Active Directory, application packaging, Azure, PowerShell. I am a BSc IT graduate from Mumbai University. I did graduation, and then I started working as a system engineer. So I worked in SCCM level 1, level 2, level 3 team, and now my roles and responsibility is to implement uh, SCCM in companies. So I have implemented SCCM in a number of companies, and apart from the implementation and project task, I am involved in the training. So I do classroom training, online training, and uh, corporate training, wherein I have trained more than 16,000 students globally. So this is old figure. I have 13 years of practical IT experience, guys. So that is my profile about me, guys. Let me take you to the next slide, which talks about the duration of this training. So we will be doing 4 weeks training. Okay, this will be 4 weeks training, complete 1 month. So Monday to Friday. Um, so India time 6:30 a.m. to we will go up to 8. Sorry, not 8. 6:30 to 7:45. Some days we might go up to um, 8 o'clock. So let's keep it 8. Okay, 1.5 hour session. That is India time. Okay. Now for United States, it will be um, 9 p.m. right? 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. EST time. US. This is for United States time. Uh, US 9 p.m. to 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that will take 4 weeks to finish all the topics, guys. Okay. I hope you have already received the course content. If not, I'll share the course content with you later on. Okay. So that is the duration, guys. On daily basis, we'll do 1.5 hour session. Now, so before we move to the next slide, we would like to know what is the historical background of SCCM. So SCCM started as SMS, which is System Management Server, in 1994. Okay, so in 1994, this product was developed by Microsoft, and SMS 1.0 was released. Then in 1999, SMS 2.0 was released. Then SMS 2003, right? And then Microsoft changed the name from SMS to what? System Center Configuration Manager. And that happened in 2007. So SCCM 2007, then SCCM 2012, then SCCM 1511. Then these are the three versions released in the year 2016, like 1602, 1606, 1610. These are the three versions released in the year 2017, 1702, 1706, 1710. These three versions released in the year 2018. These three versions released in the year 2019. But from 1910 onwards, they changed the name again. So it was SCCM, and now they changed the name to MECM. What is the full form of MECM? It is Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. Okay, Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. Okay, so from 2019 October, they changed the name again from from SCCM to MECM. And 2020, last year, they have released three versions: 2002, 2006, and MECM 2010. Okay, so last year they released 3 versions, 2002 in February, June, and October. So the latest and greatest version of SCCM is MECM 2, sorry, 010. This is your latest and greatest version of SCCM. So if you see, it started from 1994, and now the latest and greatest version is 2010. Almost like more than 25 years this product is there in the market. 25 years, you see. So it's a matured product, and thousands and thousands of companies all over the globe, they have implemented this. Millions of devices are being managed by this one. SCCM is what? It is basically enterprise device management solution. So from SCCM, so suppose you have SCCM here, right? And you can control the systems, okay? Thousands and thousands of systems. For example, you have like uh, 50,000 devices, okay, or 100,000 devices. Some devices are uh, Windows 10, some devices are Windows 7, right? Some devices are Windows 7, some devices are Windows 10, some devices are server, right? Okay, some devices are iOS devices, right? Uh, Mac operating system, right? So you can control these systems. You will have complete control on all these, sorry, you can control all these 50,000 devices from SCCM server. So you can do whatever you want to do on these machines, right? Like application deployment, or you can do um, patch deployment, you can do operating system deployment, you can get inventory from these devices. So it is what? It is enterprise device management solution. SCCM is basically managed devices in enterprise. So enterprise device management solution. Okay, so SCCM is basically going to manage all your devices. Okay, so we used to have one certification before, that is 70-703. This was the exam code, but that is expired. We don't have any certification for SCCM at the moment. Okay, no specific certification. Now, since you guys are going to learn this technology, you need to know the current market value of this product. So as I mentioned earlier, this is for the past 25 years, this product is there in the market. The second thing is, almost all big size companies and medium sized companies have this product. Wherever you go, okay, whether the company is big size or medium size, you will find SCCM, okay, almost everywhere, because it's a matured product and almost everyone needs this tool for the deployment, for the inventory, right? So it has 43% of market share. Okay, that means other players are also there in the market. SCCM is what? It's enterprise device management solution. Similarly, like SCCM, we have SCCM competitors, IBM, Big Fix. Okay, we have Landesk, then we have Altrace, right? Then we have Tanium, then we have Workspace. These are SCCM competitors. But from Microsoft, we have SCCM, which is on the top, and 43% of market share. Almost all big size company and medium size companies have this. Why SCCM is deployed hugely all over the globe because SCCM is the third largest selling product of Microsoft. Microsoft is selling, first of all, Microsoft is selling the on the top operating system like Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows Server operating system. So Microsoft is selling operating system. Second, Microsoft is selling Office, Office, the application like Office 365 or the general Office 2019 or Office 2016. Third is SCCM. So this is the third largest selling product of Microsoft. Okay, so it is deployed hugely all over the globe, wherever you go. Okay, people who are earning, who are working on SCCM profile can expect a salary of 45 US dollar per hour. 45 US dollar per hour in US, Canada, Australia, European countries, not in India. India has somewhere around this data, 8 lakh Indian rupees, INR. This is average salary, guys. I'm not talking about the fixed salary. Average salary 8 lakh per annum Indian rupees. That is for the people who are working in India. Average. You might be getting more than this. You might be getting less than this. So if you have experience, 3 years of experience or 4 years of experience on SCCM, you can expect a salary of this one. Okay. Lots of opportunities are there. You need to start applying on Indeed, Dice, or local profile, local job portals like Naukri, Monster. There, you have to find out which are the leading job portals in your location, and then you have to apply for SCCM related opportunities there. Okay, any question from anyone so far? All good? Shaji, Shamshad, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, so today's session, I'm not going into in-depth training. We'll just do the overview. From tomorrow, we will start from, from beginning. So in today's session, I'm just giving you the overview of SCCM and how the training will be conducted. So opportunities we have talked about. Now we will discuss about the sites. There are 3 sites in SCCM. Okay, from tomorrow we will focus on these uh, sites in details, but today only I'm giving you the overview. There are 3 sites: central, primary, and secondary. So for now, you just understand that central is an optional site, primary site is mandatory site, and secondary is optional site. Okay, why it is mandatory, why it is optional, tomorrow we will discuss. Now there are 3 architectures. Suppose you are working as SCCM architect. Let's say you have to, your job is to implement SCCM in companies. How will you decide what architecture you have to choose? Okay, there are only 3 types of architecture for SCCM. Either you go with this, for a small size companies, you do this kind of architecture, like only one primary site is there. Okay, no other primary site, and that will manage all the devices in headquarter, Houston. If you have medium sized companies, okay, medium sized companies, then you will put primary site on the top headquarter and secondary site in the branch office. So secondary will report to primary like this. Okay, so this is for medium size organization, and 99% of time you will find this kind of architecture in companies. Wherever you go, you will find this kind of architecture. Medium size organization, you will have headquarter and branch office. Now you have the third architecture. This is big size organization for Accenture, Deloitte, IBM like companies. Big companies wherein you one's primary site is not sufficient. You will have to have multiple primary site. So one primary site is in America, another primary site is in Europe, another primary site is in Asia Pacific. Okay, like you have 300,000 devices all over the globe. For example, 100,000 devices in America, another 100,000 devices in Europe, another 100,000 devices in Asia Pacific. So you need multiple primary site. So we have given 3 different primary site in 3 different location. All these primary site will report to central administration site like this. Okay, understood. So and the secondary site will report to its respective primary site. So these secondary will report to this primary, this secondary will report to this primary, right? So in this example, we have CAS, like central administration site plus primary site plus secondary site. This is very rare organization architecture, very rare, but you might have to do this kind of architecture in companies which are big in size, which has thousands and thousands of devices, more than 100,000, 200,000 devices. Then you have to use this kind of architecture. Another architecture is CAS on the top. Then you have primary site, primary 1, and then you have primary 2, and both this primary site is reporting to CAS like this. And these secondary will report to this primary, and these secondary will report to this primary. Okay, now all the site has database. From tomorrow we will deep dive, understand all these things in details, great detail, but not now. Okay, so secondary has a database, primary has a database, and central has a database. So how the data replication happens? From downward to upward. Secondary database will be replicated in primary, and primary will be replicated here in central. That is how the replication happens. So when we go in the training, I will show you how the replication works. Okay.
I've got a question. So in order to know SCCM, do we need to have a knowledge of SQL also?
Not needed. SQL knowledge is not needed. You just need to understand that SCCM is storing the information in SQL. And in training, I will give you little bit basic information how you can fetch reports from database, how you can access database. Simple, you will be able to get those information.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. But no prior knowledge is needed, guys. Okay. SCCM does not need any coding language. Okay, if you are from IT background, if you are from system engineer background, then it is sufficient for you to learn this technology. Now, SCCM has many components like site roles. We will discuss later on. Okay. Now, what all things you can expect from SCCM? Suppose you purchased this tool from Microsoft. What all things you can do through this tool? You can get hardware and software inventory. You can do asset intelligence, software metering. You can deploy application on thousands and thousands of systems. You can deploy patches. You can deploy operating system. You can manage contents. You can find out how many computers are compliant or non-compliant. You can deploy power policy to your devices. You can find out the client healthiness, whether the clients are healthy or unhealthy. You can manage endpoint protection like Windows Defender. You can manage mobile devices like iPhone, iOS devices. You have role-based administration. Role-based means, suppose if you are good in application deployment, I'll give you application deployment role. If you are good with patch deployment, I'll give you patch deployment role. So based on the expertise, we have multiple roles available. Remote management, you can remote into users devices. You have multiple options of in reporting like Excel, CSV, PDF. Then monitoring, you can monitor SCCM components. So there are many other functionalities of SCCM, but these are like uh, basic functionalities. Okay, these ones are the basic functionalities of SCCM. Okay, Understood. Like client management, right? Now, when we go in the training, we will do practical. Okay, you will have to set up your lab. I will guide you a step by step how to set up your lab. So you need to set up your lab either on your laptop or desktop. Okay, or you can create your SCCM lab on Azure Cloud Data Center. Okay, so depends. If your computer has good configuration, then you can create your lab on local. Otherwise, if you don't have this configuration, you can create your lab here in Azure Cloud Data Center. Okay, I will guide you a step by step how to do it. Okay. So in lab architecture, we will have four machines. Like one will be your domain controller. We will set up from scratch. We will do from beginning. We will install server. Then we will make that server as a domain controller. Then we will install SQL on a different server, SQL database server. Then we will make primary site server, right? SCCM primary site. Then we will have a client so that we can deploy and test, all kind of deployment here on Windows 10 machine. So all these things we will do practically, guys. Okay, any question from anyone? All good from Shaji. Gaurav Kumar, can you introduce yourself? I see you joined late. Gaurav, can you unmute yourself and introduce
Yes, sir.
yourself, please?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Gaurav Kumar. I am from Bihar, India. I have done my engineering from CGC Landra, and currently I am working with SCL Technologies.
On which profile?
SCCM.
Oh, SCCM only. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So why do you want to learn SCCM now?
Sir, I want to be proficient in this technology. I
Okay.
want to, yeah.
Okay, so you have, you have basic knowledge and you would like to deep dive and understand the in and out of SCCM, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Gaurav. I have one more person, Srinivasulu. Srinivasulu. Can you unmute yourself, please, and introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi sir, this is Srinivasulu. Actually,
Yeah,
I am from Andhra Pradesh in India.
yeah.
So I did my graduate in 2012. So
Okay.
currently, I went to the software sir. So is
Currently,
it
you are
possible
working
for
on?
the currently I'm working this supervisor job, sir.
Okay.
So it depends on my family situation. That's why I'm choose to currently I'm interested in the software. Right? Is it possible to get a software job? Why?
Is
Because
it
I have
possible to?
yeah. Is it possible to get the software job? Because I have 9 years of gap. That's why I'm asking you.
9 years of gap you have. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So, okay. So you can get experience certificate from anywhere. That is not a problem. If you can't get, I can also give that to you, experience certificate, and you can show it to them, the interviewer or the where you are applying. That's not a problem.
Okay.
If you show gap, then it will be difficult for you to get hired. So don't show gap in your resume. Okay, show something that you were working for the past 9 years in some companies, ABC company, whatever the company, small companies or something.
Okay.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, understood.
So you have IT background?
Yes, sir. Actually, I did the IT course of information technology.
Okay, so currently you are working anywhere or you are not working?
Yeah, currently I'm working is a local site, supervisor job. It's a
Supervisor
construction
job.
site. Yeah,
Okay.
construction site. Sir.
construction side. Okay. Thank you for the introduction. Now, I hope you guys have received the course content. If not, let me take you to the course content. So you guys will have to, I think where I SCCM course content. Yes, this is the one. Okay, so this is the course content, guys, wherein we have 16 module number 1, module number 2. So we will do all these things, okay, step by step. There are 16 modules here, and you will complete all these topics. It will take 1 month to finish all these topics, guys. Okay.
Did you email these? Those. I mean, how did this? I didn't get it, but probably you didn't have my email. I don't know.
I will send that to you. Then it's not a problem. On WhatsApp, if you have contacted me on WhatsApp, so I must have sent that to you.
Okay.
Okay. SCCM course content. Okay, so now from tomorrow onwards, we will start the session in details, step by step. All the theory and practical will start. So, so those who have not enrolled to this course, they will need to enroll, make payment. First, you need to contact and then make payment, and then we will, enroll you and book your seat in the session. And from tomorrow onwards, the session will start at 6:30 India time, as I mentioned earlier, 6:30 a.m. India time, right? Which is 9 p.m. US EST time. This is US time, and this is India time. Okay, from tomorrow.
And are we going to get a receipt for the payment, or you don't give a receipt?
I can give that to you. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I can get a reimbursement. That's why. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Sir,
Okay, guys. Yes.
is there any other slot, any other timing? Because from 5:30 to 2:30, I have work for my
Morning
company.
5:30. Morning 5:30.
Yeah. Morning 5:30.
Oh,
Since my client is Australian client,
okay.
so I have to work according to their time.
So you can, okay, so maybe you can join the weekend batch then. Okay,
Yeah.
weekend batch, or one more session I'm starting, that is at 11:30 a.m. India time. 11:30 a.m. I'm not sure whether that is possible for you or not.
No, sir. Sir, what is the weekend timing?
I have not decided yet because I don't have any student in weekend at the moment. So probably I will start in the morning in weekend, morning like
Prakash,
9 o'clock.
how long will the
Okay,
class
sir.
be for? Like 2 hours or what?
3 hours. Weekend will be lengthy session. Okay, 3 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday, but it is not yet confirmed whether I will be able to start from this weekend or next weekend. I don't know,
Because I would
because
be interested in that. That works out in better for me. So I don't know. Should I hold off or what?
week, but I have, it is not confirmed yet,
Oh,
and it will be 3 hours session on Saturday and 3 hours. So for you, if I start 9 a.m.
yeah,
9 to 12, right? So what will
yeah.
be your time? You are in US. Which time zone you are in?
Eastern time zone. So this
Eastern
will.
time. So it will be starting from 11:30 your time PM,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And it will go up to midnight, like 2 o'clock.
yeah.
I don't
That
know
will.
whether that will be possible for you.
Okay, I'll stick to this one. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we'll start from tomorrow. 6:30 India time, right? So get yourself enrolled, and then we can start from tomorrow onwards, guys. Any question before we wrap it up from anyone?
You send me a PayPal link. I can just go follow the link and pay you, right?
Right, PayPal link is there. You can make payment on that link.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you for joining this session, and I hope the session was informative. And we'll meet tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.